Today's drink is called Minus Your Sinus Detox Tea. Now, if you are suffering from sinuses and allergies like I do, this might help you a lot. There's two options. Either you can actually purchase Sinus tea, which is from the Sun Organic Tea Shop in Chinatown, or you can make your own blend. So I'm going to show you both methods, and it's pretty much the same thing. So I put about 8 tablespoons or a half a cup inside of a 4-inch tea strainer. Recent studies have found pesticides inside tea bags. I would highly recommend an infuser, stainless steel infuser, to avoid any exposure to toxins. I'm going to take boiling water, about a cup and a half worth. Actually, let's make it about 2 cups. 2 cups of hot water. I'm doing this method because I don't want to spend my whole day waiting for a whole 2 quarts to cool down. Just enough to steep this for 7 minutes. Alright, so this has been soaking in boiling hot water for now 7 minutes. Don't throw the leaves away. Actually, I had to make some earlier this week. You could reuse this at least one more time. And this is the actual owner of the shop's own blend. The only thing I could smell in there is peppermint. Everything else is a mystery what she put in here. But she said it's like 7 different teas, and since I'm making a big mess, God, P.S. my fingers are burning too. Lord, just don't want to waste it. So you could reuse this again. You could use it for a nice hot tea in the morning or another detox tea. Let me just throw this out. Now that the tea's done steeping, I'm just going to add another cup of cold water. So now this becomes room temperature. I'm using turmeric, and if you're not familiar with this powerful, wonderful spice, it looks like ginger on the outside, but when you cut it, it's nice and orange. The only downfall is it stains. I've had a lot to use today, so it stained my hand, stained my grater, it even stained my spatula because I had sweet potato French fries with turmeric on it, which was so delicious, by the way. For the rest of this recipe, you're going to have 1 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger, 1 teaspoon of fresh grated turmeric, 8 mint leaves, 1 juice of a lime, about 2 tablespoons because I measured it, 1 fresh squeezed juice of a lemon, which is 2 tablespoons as well, and 1 squeezed juice of orange juice, and this was about 7 tablespoons. Now, I actually used my lemon and lime squeezer for this. It was tricky, but I was able to do it. Just cut it in half, get like a nice medium to small orange, and just squeeze. Ow, it got in my eye. I got orange burning in my eye, burning in my eye. And there you go. And of course, you just do the other half and try to avoid having this stuff squeeze in your eye. So now you have this insane fusion of flavors. All this stuff is going to help break down this mucus that these sinuses are causing. You're going to fill up your carafe halfway with this cold water. Stop, and then you're going to use your tea. Ta-da! Now you're going to let this sit overnight. Let these flavors marry together, and it's really good for drinking. Like, you could always reheat this. I wouldn't suggest in a microwave on a stove. Put it in a green drink. I actually will have 2 drinks made for this. If you don't have access to this tea shop in New York, you could also make your own blends. If you're not pregnant, chamomile does very well, and peppermint tea. Again, I got this from the same tea shop. You know, you could always get a tea bag version, but it's just not the same. When you get tea out of most tea bags, it looks like it's grinded up. So here's the chamomile. Let me just shake this a little bit. From that tea shop, big difference. Big difference. Give you an idea of just how it looks. Just completely a whole different thing going on here. It looks like they grinded it up as opposed to it coming from the chamomile flower. So if you're really big on teas and appreciate flavor, then make the investment and go to your local organic tea shop, because the flavor is just amazing. The fragrance is amazing. So my personal sinus blend, before I knew she had her own sinus blend, was chamomile and peppermint. So I'm going to have 8 tablespoons of chamomile. Let me just reuse this here. That's 1 tablespoon. And the formula for this is for every cup is 1 tablespoon. For the peppermint tea, which smells like heaven, peppermint tea is the same thing. Cut it open. It looks like they grinded the peppermint tea. So this is the tea bag version, and this is the organic shop version. Now the conversion is for every 8 ounces, 1 teaspoon. And this is my personal blend of a sinus tea. Again, if you're pregnant, please do not use chamomile. As a matter of fact, if you're pregnant, everything you put in your body should be consulted with a doctor. So the same method as a sinus tea, I'm going to fill it up with 2 cups of boiling water. Let this sit for about 7 minutes, and then add cold water to the rest and add it to the carafe. Same exact ingredients, but if you're using a sinus tea, find teas that help break up mucus, and you could add it to your favorite green drink or just drink it straight. And if your sinuses are really bad, then of course I would suggest a hot tea, a hot, chamomile peppermint blend, or her personal blend. But I had sinuses so bad at the beginning of the week, and now it's like nothing happened. All the mucus broke up. It was just wonderful, and I did it with a mix of drinks and teas. So for this, I'm going to have 2 special drinks for this, and I also have general detox tea. So check out those posts, and until my next post, Gadget Trish is out. Bye.